going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, Lone Wolf 902. Today we're taking another look at a Onetigris product. So what I've got here is the Onetigris Solo Homestead. Inside of the bag there is absolutely everything you need to set this up, and there's a lot. Okay, this is currently it is non-released. Okay, so I have this weeks before release and I've been playing around with it, and I actually really enjoy it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead, open up the bag here. We'll get all the contents out of the bag, and like I was saying, there is quite a bit. Okay, so here we've got the tent body itself, which is quite large. It is a very large tent. Okay, here I've got a bag full of poles. I've got the stuff sack full of pegs and guy outlines, and that is it. And then we've got the Onetigris branded stuff sack here as well. So now I'm going to go ahead and set it up. I'm not going to bring you guys along for the setup because this is a preview. As I mentioned, this is not released, so I will be doing a follow-up review of this tent when the time comes, and I'm also going to be using it out in the field as well. So let's get it set up. All right, guys, so here we have the Solo Homestead set up, and this is in its closed-in configuration. All the doors are shut, all the windows are shut. It does set up with two poles, so you can see a pole over here and a pole over here, and that just goes right up through the tent through a metal grommet. Now we do have guy outs on the tent. This helps with the structure, and there are small tent poles that actually ride inside of a sleeve from here all the way down. So that is a rigid corner, as well as this corner, and the same thing on the other side of the tent. So like I said, this is more storm mode, like you're sleeping. It's excellent in the rain. All the rain beads off the top. The snow washes right off the top. So if you wanted to open it up and go inside and enjoy a little bit of the inside homestead, as it were, you can go ahead, unzip the door here, and get that one open. Unzip the other one, and it is a giant mesh panel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead, roll this up. I'm going to go inside, open up that window, open up the same window on the other side, and then I'll show you guys a look on the inside before I go ahead and show you the roof configuration. Okay, guys, so here I have both the rain door and the mesh panel rolled up. I got that window open, I've got this window open, and I'm just kind of chilling out. So as you can see, I've got my table in here. I'm sitting on my chair. If I were out camping and there were a lot of bugs, I'd just go ahead and zip this mesh panel down, and I could chill out in here and have a good view of the outdoors, have a nice breeze coming in. I could do my cooking, I could do whatever it is that I'm doing indoors, I could do in here out of the bugs. Now, if there's not a whole lot of bugs, do what I'm doing right now. Open up the door panel, kick back and relax. So this shelter would fit 4 people easily. 2 people very comfortably with more living space. Okay, at either end of the tent, you can see over here there's a nice triangular floor of material. The same at that end, so you can put stuff on top of that fabric if you don't want them getting damp or wet, because in this tent there is no floor. It does feature another door behind me, the exact same system that's right here in front of me. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to open up that back panel to get the breeze blowing through. Now, like I said, it's the same as over there, so you can have a complete walk-through tent, meaning you could do the weather panel and the mesh panel open and literally walk right through the tent. Okay, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to roll up the weather shield and keep the mesh down as if I were chilling out like I am right now, and there's bugs around and I just kind of want to mess around indoors, relaxing a little bit. So I'm going to roll that up to let a little bit more light and airflow, and I'll show you guys what that looks like. All right, so now that I got the weather panel behind me completely rolled up, you can really start to see the benefits of having this tent and the airflow and the bug protection and all that kind of good weather, bad weather type scenarios. So having this mesh panel, I can feel the nice cool air coming in. I've got pretty much a 360 view of everything. So if you're out in the woods and you want to see the mountains or the river or whatever you're looking at, you could do that and still be inside. And that's what I love about this tent. The windows, you could close for privacy, or if it's cold and there's too much wind coming in, you can throw down the panel, do whatever you like to do. So over in the corner, you can see that mesh panel I was talking about, or that fabric panel, sorry. You can put your stuff on top of that. Works very, very well. Great little storage spot. Now, this tent, it could be a hot tent, okay? And I know I say this a lot. Every time I see a tent, I think, how can I get a stove in there? The window, okay? So if you didn't want the window panel there, you could replace that with a stove jack very, very, very easily, okay? In fact, I'm interested to see, because I'm going to message Onetigris and I'm going to let them know my thoughts of putting a stove jack in. They might go for it, they might not, who knows? But I do think that this tent would be excellent, because right now I'm chilling out in my chair with my table. I could have my sleeping area over here, and I can have a wood stove up there, or vice versa, okay? So it's a really, really nice area to put a wood stove. There's plenty of safety clearance. There's loads of room, safety. You're not going to have to worry about anything bumping into anything. I think it would be just an excellent tent, a really awesome tent to put a stove jack inside of. Really, really nice. And right now I feel that cool breeze coming through the back. That is nice. I might even have a beer out here tonight. So now that I've showed you guys the inside, the back mesh panel, the front panel, let's talk about rain, okay? So if you're out here and it started raining right now, and let's say this panel was closed, there's no water coming in, the windows are closed and all that stuff, but you want the door open. You want the front door open, you want to be able to look out. The tent comes with 2 additional poles, pegs, and guy lines to do just that. So I'm going to jump out of the tent, I'm going to zip the mesh panel down, I'm going to pull up the awning, and I'm going to show you guys what rain mode looks like. All right, guys, so here we've got rain mode. We got the roof pinned out, much like the Onetigris backwoods bungalow. This can kind of pitch very, very similar. That's kind of what I like to call it, the backwoods bungalow roof. So we are completely open. All the panels are open. The mesh panels are shut, but all the actual solid panels are open all the way around. Lots of ventilation coming through. So you got plenty of room. I mean, you can see how much room here I've got. I've got a good 3-4 feet of roof area to get out of the rain. All right, guys, so hopefully this shows you a pretty good preview of the Onetigris Solo Homestead tent. It will be available. I don't know when, but for the time being, I'm going to enjoy mine, and I'll get back to you guys with a full review and overnighters and all the regular stuff. And these bugs are going crazy right now. So I'm going to call it quits on this tent for today. I thank Onetigris for sending this to me and having the exclusive first look at it, which is really, really cool every single time. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got to say. It can be set up in a number of different configurations. You can go ahead and get extra poles or make your own poles out of cutting trees and sticks and pointing them off, and do the same awning on the other side. So you can have 2 awnings open. There's just loads of different configurations to do. And like I said, adding a picnic table at a campground, you can put one in here. Here I've got my Onetigris table, just kind of lounging, you know. Yeah, it's a really good tent for multi-day stays. So I do really enjoy it, and I am going to be using it a lot. And you guys will see more videos once Onetigris launches this tent for the public. And yeah, check them out, onetigris.com. Click on the Black Orca tab, go down through there, and you'll see all the specs for all their tents. I'm not going to go over them because I don't know them right now. This is a non-released product. The specs are, they're not found. I can't find them. So anyways, until then, peace out, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.